Healthy Rebel Radio is sponsored by the Healthy Rebel app. 300 plus secretly healthy, delicious, mouth-watering dessert and treat recipes made with all-natural, whole food ingredients. Now available for download on the App Store and Google Play. Find out more details at healthyrebel.com.
Welcome to Healthy Rebel Radio. I'm your host, Dr. David Dizer. I'm here with my Dami Health Healthy Rebel co-founder, Amy Lane. Good morning.
Good morning.
We're broadcasting today from Salt Spring Island. We're on vacation, and we're in literally the best place in the whole world.
We really are.
It's incredible here.
It is. It's a contrast.
Oh my gosh, total contrast from what we're used to. It's such a nice separation from the city. Mm-hmm. This is Salt Spring Island, British Columbia. Mm-hmm. And it's part of what's called the Gulf Islands. They're a series of islands that are between Victoria and Vancouver.
Yes, actually, right now, Neil Patrick Harris and his husband are celebrating their wedding anniversary in Tofino, and he's sharing a lot of pictures and Snapchat videos and Instagram videos, and he said himself that it's the most beautiful place he's ever been on Earth. And
That's awesome.
Never taken so many videos and photos, so it makes my heart happy. I hope that more word gets out. Well, I do and I don't.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm kind of selfish about it. Like, I want everyone to get to experience it, but like...
The place we're staying right now will remain a secret because
Yes.
This is our place and we do not want anyone else coming here.
No, we're very secretive about this. We've been coming here since, I think, 2009 or 10, and we come to a very secret location on the island. It's kind of like an island on the island.
It is.
And we stay in a beautiful log cabin, and... we're just surrounded by nature. Just before we came in to record, Otter was actually trying to come on our deck.
Yeah, twice.
Just came to hang out. We saw 5 deer today, including baby deers. We saw seals, geese, and we spent some of our time on a white sand shell beach. It's just
the best thing
with turquoise water
ever.
It's just
incredible.
It's amazing.
And
if you hear noises, there's going to be wildlife, and also our wildlife, our dogs are in vacation mode, which is just crazy. They get so excited and just love everything, so they're a little hyper right now, so please excuse them.
Yeah. Play.
24/7.
It literally is the best thing ever to get that separation. I mean, we had been in the city now since October 1st, which was a long time considering it's the 1st of April.
Mm-hmm, for us.
So just straight in the city constantly, and now this connection to nature is just so incredibly important for us. I mean, my gosh, we're in the woods today for half an hour just walking.
I know.
It's literally the best. And then to be at the ocean... I mean, sitting, enjoying, taking in nature. There's 3 or 4 different types of birds that are just right outside. Oh, it's just incredible.
We should also say it was raining for about a month before this week, and today it was definitely at least 20.
Yeah. Oh.
And we were sitting outside in loungers, and...
yeah, so nice.
And the time just goes so slow, you can get so much done.
It's so true. And the food, I mean, the food is just better. I mean, on the West Coast here, we're on these Gulf Islands, it's all about local. It's all about hyper-local, eat clean, natural foods. I mean, all the ingredients are just organic and pure and clean, and oh my God, it's incredible. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it. These are the types of vacations that I love.
I know. Just the not having the noise pollution.
Yeah. Even recording the show now, we can hear that there's just so much less extra noise happening. And we have we're in a cement building at home. I mean, it's completely different. But here we're in a log cabin, and you literally cannot hear anything except Bridget playing with her ball and literally our voices. It's so funny.
Bridget snorting because her mouth is full with her tennis ball.
Yeah, definitely. We've got some really interesting things to talk about today, and I mean, you mentioned us sitting out in the sun today, but vitamin D is the main news story of the day. Talking specifically about today, it's a study that came out of University of California, San Diego, and they are looking at large studies. Assessing people's vitamin D intake and their vitamin D blood levels and comparing that with the incidence of cancer. And what they found was, I mean, this vitamin D blood test, if you're listening and you haven't had it and you live in the Northern Hemisphere, you need to get it It's the most incredible test. It's extremely important. Vitamin D is important for so many things in the body. I mean, too many things to go over. But in terms of getting your levels tested, it's very simple.
You've never tested mine.
No, I know. I mean, well, this is it. We need to do it. We need to do it. We really should be doing it throughout the course of the winter.
After this, everything you've been telling me about.
Yeah, it's incredibly important. It's a simple test. You go to your GP and ask for it. It's or you can get a naturopath to do it. It's usually about $75. Excellent test. You in a couple days, you know your vitamin D level at that moment, and it's assessing the blood level. And what they found in this study is that when the blood level was over 40, and we're talking nanograms per mil, then there was a reduction of cancer incidence by 67%, which is just absolutely huge compared to people with levels of 20 or lower. So if you get tested and your levels are 20 or lower and you can compare them to this study, I mean, it's very easy to see. And this was a large study. We're talking 2,000 people, 2,000 women. It's important to note where people are from and what the actual group of people in the study is. But, I mean, this is the first one of its kind really looking at large health history study with regards to vitamin D blood levels. So it's really exciting to see. I mean, we need to get yours done. Gosh.
I'm interested now.
Yeah, me too.
So, should people be taking vitamin D as a supplement?
Well, Health Canada recommends that all Canadians do during the winter. So I'm all for it, absolutely. I mean, it's helpful to test first because vitamin D is fat soluble and you can go too high. But you really have to take a lot to get too high. We're talking 10,000 IU or more. But this is all to say that I think everyone should be tested before taking anything. Pretty much people can take between 500 IU and 1,000 IU per day absolutely safely. When we test and we find that the levels are low, we do 4,000 IU for a period of time. Some naturopaths will go even higher, 10,000 IU for a period of time, and then retest to make sure the levels are okay. I know we've talked about vitamin D a lot on the show before, but really this test is what's coming to light today, especially in terms of cancer prevention, because in my opinion, that's what we need to be focused on. Cancer treatments, I mean, that it's such an incredibly difficult thing to treat, but science is progressing every single day. There's something new. But in terms of prevention, I think vitamin D is at the top of the list, but we need to be working on more things.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the mission we're on. Prevention of disease in all forms.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I mean, even in the last 3 months, in terms of cancer prevention, okay, this came out today, but December, it was all about what was added to the list of things that actually cause cancer. Mm-hmm. And okay, we know smoking. Now, okay, what's added to the list? Processed meats. And it was a huge thing in the media, and it was all over the place. And it was like, if you eat processed meats, you're increasing your risk for cancer. And then everyone was in an uproar about different types of processed meats and
red meat,
and red meat as well, and who's good at making processed meats and what are they doing differently and how does that affect your cancer risk. The point was in the study that came out is processed meats increase your risk of cancer. Mm-hmm. Now we know low vitamin D levels are going to increase your risk compared to people with actual normal levels or healthy levels, I should say. Mm. So this list is getting more comprehensive. Mm. I would add to it stress reduction.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, in our life, we've been affected by cancer heavily. In fact, our entire town where we're from, everyone we know has been affected by cancer in some way or another. And both sides of our families have been affected by cancer and both sides of most of our friends' families.
Well, the province that we were born in has the highest cancer rates in all of Canada. Mm-hmm. It's scary. It is
scary. So prevention is absolutely key, and we're trying to build this protocol for what are the absolute essentials. And now we know about processed meats. We obviously knew about smoking first. Now we know about vitamin D levels.
That's exciting.
So exciting. It's really important, especially at a time when supplements are still getting a bad rap, mm-hmm. and there's so many people out there saying that supplements are worthless and all these things, and they're just missing core research like this. Like you'll see in the next couple of weeks, this will be promoted widespread throughout the whole world.
Hopefully.
I really do believe that this one will, because cancer prevention is a key hot topic in literally every jurisdiction.
And I want everyone to go at cancer prevention not from a fearful place of I'm trying to prevent cancer. It's what you're trying to do is create optimal health, which in turn prevents dis-ease in the body. That's it.
Exactly.
So that's the way I like to look at it, because then I find, I have known people that have been on anti-cancer protocols and they're so anxious and so neurotic that I feel like their cells have to be not reacting joyously.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh, you have to watch the stress reaction, because, we know that stress reduces immune function.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, your immune system starts to miss these rogue cells when you're stressed. Okay, yeah, you're taking, people have been on resveratrol and Zanzanthin and high antioxidant protocols for years and years and years, but they're stressed about it, or they're stressed about other things in life, and then the immune system all of a sudden is missing things.
Definitely. I think it's like chasing any goal. We talk about this all the time. It's about finding the goal, the deep-rooted, real goal. So the goal is optimal health and well-being. That's the real deep goal. So if you focus on that over trying to run away from the monster that is cancer, you'll have a better resting place to digest your food, to absorb vitamin D, to, take in life and actually be stress-free. It can be something as true to as trivial as weight loss. People that go about weight loss neurotically tend not to lose weight.
No,
due to their stress, cortisol, the whole thing. Same thing about chasing money. If you chase money, a lot of the time what happens is what you're really shouting to the world is, I'm poor, I'm poor, I'm poor, I don't have enough. Mm-hmm. Instead of if you go at it from like an abundance standpoint. So I feel like the same thing with cancer prevention. You and I are, for all better purposes, we are activists in that realm, and we have been for years. But we don't harp on that. We harp on the optimal wellness. Side effect, cancer prevention. Right?
Right, I love that. I love how you frame it in this abundance standpoint, because it's so true when it comes to finances. Health is no different than the rest of life.
But we don't want to look at the lack or the problem or the thing we're running from more over than the goal.
No, it's so true. What you focus on tends to perpetuate itself in your life.
Definitely.
And one thing you really taught me was shaping focus to actually suit your higher good, right, and to suit your best self. And yeah, cancer prevention is not what we're talking about every day. We're talking about how can we be more optimal? What can we do at this point?
But the side effect,
right?
Cancer prevention.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. No, I love it. And in terms of stress reduction, one of the core things, mm-hmm, get away.
Oh, for sure.
What we've been talking about since we've been here on our short, just weekend-long vacation, mm-hmm, is the fact that sometimes we lose track of organizing vacations. It's so simple to get caught up in daily life and to be overwhelmed with the amount of things you have to do.
Oh, for sure. And for us, we'll put it off. After this launch, after this next product, after this
Which sounds silly, really. We put it off.
It's crazy, but we do it.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll do this. We'll wait until we do this next thing.
Yeah, then we'll do something. And when we've had our most success, and I have to say this, I'll just be absolutely honest. When we've had our most success, mm-hmm, it's when we've actually taken a weekend literally every month and done no work.
I know.
Somehow we've actually had more success in career specifically.
I know.
Not to mention relationship, communication, all those things. Mm-hmm. Of course, those thrive when you are actually spending time together.
Nurturing them.
Yeah, mm-hmm, but in terms of actual career success, we seem to thrive more when we take breaks and do zero work.
Once a month.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I know. It's strange because it seems like it would be the opposite.
It's the same thing with sleep. What they're saying now is like, oh, if you sleep more, if you sleep better, if you sleep adequate, you actually do better work, and those people end up making more money or being more successful, mm-hmm, or being, really in turn more healthy, allowing them to do more. Mm-hmm. It's really interesting how there's that difference. So we try and nurture that, and here we are. We haven't been away since October, and I just want to let everyone know that it's extremely important to plan these types of things because they don't just happen.
No, and there's always a reason not to.
Oh, is there ever? Is there ever? I don't really have anything else for today. I mean, I think it's this vitamin D research is the core for this week that everyone needs to take into account, and we'll follow up with dosages and that type of thing, and the protocols you need to do to actually find your adequate level and achieve it and do all those things. The most important thing to start with is just get the blood test. It's very simple, and most MDs and NDs know about the test. Which one is most specific, because there's a few out there and only one is really excellent. So you want to get it, compare it to these numbers. I'll put it in the actual blog post, and then see where you're at. It's quite simple and easy to do.
Sounds good.
That's Healthy Rebel Radio for today. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great day.
See you.
Healthy Rebel Radio is presented by the online health and wellness center, DamiHealth.com. Since 2009, Amy Lane has successfully coached thousands of women through her signature program, the Bikini Body Program. Join today to work exclusively with Amy to unveil your greatest yet to be from the inside out. Go to DamiHealth.com for more information.
Thank you for listening to Healthy Rebel Radio. Please connect with us on our community pages on Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram, all at the handle @DamiHealth. For weekly recipes, articles, and all our episodes straight to your inbox, join our newsletter at DamiHealth.com. You can find all the links discussed in today's episode in the show notes. Thank you for joining us, and see you tomorrow.